This is a short video on Zanolli mixers, overheating motors. Remove the back panel, unscrew the ferrule, give yourself some room. So it's a single phase motor. However you're going to get to these screws, it's easier than removing the motor. Okay, so single phase motor has a capacitor. This is 30 microfarads, so you want to check that it's 30 microfarads. There is an internal overload from here. You can see there's an internal overload on the motor. So we want to check the capacitor. We have to disconnect one lead. So the easiest lead is this one up here. I've already loosened it off with a spanner. We're going to make sure when we put it back together, we're going to do it up nice and tight because we don't want it vibrating loose. So we're going to take just the capacitor wire off. We're going to leave the other wire on. And then we're going to get our multimeter and check the capacitance of the motor. Once we untangle everything. And our other white connection goes down here, and we're going to look at the readout on our meter. It takes a while to charge up at the moment it's reading 32 nanofarads. Now it's 29.97 microfarads. So the capacitor's okay. So if the capacitor's not okay, it could be, you could see it actually look like it's exploded and goo's come out, or the capacitance has just dropped. So that'll make the motor run hotter because it'll be drawing more current. So we're going to stick this lead back on. Make sure that the mixer is on its casters. Make sure it's not, someone hasn't put the casters on it and it's sitting flat on the ground, because that'll stop the airflow. So now we're going to check, we're going to put our capacitor to there. We're going to tighten up our connection. And then the camera's going to move back, and I'm going to make sure that this connection is good. Nothing is touching anything. Okay, so we'll look at the cables coming in, and there's our neutral. So we can get a tong ammeter on that, small tong ammeter. Okay. Look at the rating plate of the motor. It says 7.6 amps. So we're going to make sure nothing's causing a problem. We're going to connect up the motor and start the motor. I'll turn the timer on. Start the motor. Look at the current draw. It's way under. So that's with no load. It could go up with load. While it's running, you should be able to feel the airflow. Could be a problem with the cooling fan on the motor. Check that there's holes in the back plate. So the air should come in here, go down through the top of the motor and be blowing out to cool the motor. So they're the checks. And of course, if nothing else shows up, see what the customer's doing with it and work it out from there.